Good afternoon, everyone. How are we going? What is it, Sunday, 20th of November 2022? In true, I guess, Troy fashion, I was standing over here before folding the laundry and I thought, oh shit, I haven't done a video for a few days, so maybe I should quickly just capture a few minutes of me talking to the camera again, as per usual. I guess one of the things I wanted to talk about in today's video was there we go. I had a clear idea in my head a second ago as to what I was going to talk about, and I cannot for the life of me now remember what it was. Who knows, maybe I'll get back to folding my washing, or actually packing away the washing because I've done all the folding. Maybe I'll get back to that, come back to the video in a minute when I fucking remember. Back again. It's 5 or so minutes later, 10 minutes later, and I've cleaned up the table and packed away all the washing. Still got no bloody idea at all as to what it was I was going to talk about earlier. But I mean, it was one of those, it was going to be good, whatever the topic was, but yeah, it'll come to me, probably come to me in the middle of the night, or just some random connection to something or other will jog whatever the memory might have been, but I'm sure a lot of you are probably familiar with that, or it might even come back at all. But I guess something else for me to talk about, something that's kind of been in my face every day for the last week or so, and that's something that, I am finding a massive challenge, and that is all the research that I've done about ADHD in terms of, what methods you can use to manage it and treat it and whatnot. As in the other videos I've mentioned how we've got my son diagnosed, and he's now started his own, path to therapy or receiving some therapies, and one of his main therapies, I guess, that he's on is something that I guess, some of you are already on, and I guess I'll be on at some stage, is this stuff. Bundles and bundles and bundles of it. So in this case for us it's Ritalin, or for my son it's Ritalin. So sitting there in that little pile on the table, I guess, are a whole bunch of answers. Is it going to work for Troy? Now, it's one of those interesting things where, does Troy wait? Saying that, I have, since the last video, managed to receive confirmation of an appointment with a psychiatrist. So that's like, round of applause, drum roll, everything. That's bloody exciting. Like, I went out of my way and busted my ass to kind of find who is the top, or one of the top people in WA that can, specialise in ADHD. There goes Barney again, is the doorbell. So yeah, I've managed to track down a psychiatrist who seemingly highly regarded in the WA community, mentioned him to my GP. My GP wrote a referral. Turns out my GP son, I think I've mentioned this in another video, my GP son is actually seeing the same doctor. My appointment has been booked in for midday, I think it is on the 15th of March. So in a bit of a holding pattern, I guess then, or wouldn't say the holding pattern in terms of getting specific help and advice for myself. But, I'll continue to suck in all the information I can in terms of educating myself. Yeah, every day I hand those out to Oscar and I ask myself, is today the day where I should test myself? They hold the answers in terms of, are they going to work? Are they going to help? Are they going to, do everything that I've read about in terms of allow those neural pathways to connect and, drown out some of that craziness that goes on in our mixed up old bloody brains. I'm sure some of you would probably find you might have asked yourself the same question in relation to your children having been diagnosed and starting the therapy before you. It certainly is one of the challenges at the moment in terms of the health system being so overwhelmed. I think I'm extremely lucky where I somehow managed to get on a short list or a wait list, and I only have to wait 4 or 5 months, 4 months I suppose, but for some people maybe the wait's bloody longer. I'm prepared to pay for it. Some people don't have that luxury of being able to pay for it because it's bloody not cheap, but a little magic pill right there. But yeah, how many of you, I wonder, have you waited? Have you done a little experiment of your own? Has it made a difference? One thing I've done some research on is ODD, oppositional defiance disorder, I think it's called. And I can see part of that within myself in terms of I have a lot of my life gone against the grain and always pushed the boundaries and always taken, I guess, risks and maybe not always stayed within the law in terms of things that I've done throughout life. But, you know, certainly the idea of popping one of those little pills compared to some of the things I have done in life in terms of experimentation seems kind of trivial. But interestingly, getting back to some of that experimentation or that things that I have done throughout my life, conversation that I had with my GP when he and I spoke about it last, he asked me about, you know, experimentation, what might have I done throughout my life? And I talked about, quite honestly and quite openly about, you know, I tried a lot of things throughout my life, as you do as a person growing up, young person, we are easily kind of influenced and, you know, not knowing at the time, but the person that has this type of condition, you know, you're prepared to take risks. You don't even care about the risks or the consequences most of the time. You just go ahead and do it. You act on your impulses and you can't wait and you just jump in head first. So throughout my life, I've certainly experimented with a number of backyard laundry made pharmaceuticals, and wouldn't even call them that, but, you know, I've experimented with classic, the marijuana. I've tried other stuff. I've tried cocaine. I've tried, what else did I try? Ecstasy, once, I think I tried that. Again, I've had acid. So it's interesting with all of these things, but when I've tried them myself, I've seen people that I've been with when they're having them, and for them, the experience always seemed to be different for them. Now, they seem to get like this euphoria and this amazing kind of thing that whenever I had the same stuff that my friends were having or whoever they might have been taking them, for me, it was never the same. It was never the same in terms of I didn't get the same rush, didn't get the same feeling. For me, it was just kind of like I just became numb to like thinking, oh, what's the fucking point? What is this thing? I've just spent all this money on this stuff that's meant to be fantastic, but for me, fucking useless. Like, it's just, what's the point? So getting back to those little pills, in terms of I've taken a few risks throughout my life and tried stuff that half the time I didn't even know what it was, where it came from, what was in it. You know, I've been prepared to do that. So I guess, am I prepared to do those? Well, time will tell. Anyway, I'll end it there and we'll tie it in somehow, somewhere else down the line. Ciao. Again, an hour or so after I recorded those last couple of videos, and obviously I'd just been to the shops before I captured whatever I'd said there before, and you know, you go shopping and you come inside, you bring all your shopping bags and you dump them wherever, and then you proceed to unpack them. But classic me, received a phone call from the missus to say that, what the hell's going on? What the hell, all the shopping's still out. So clearly I've, you know, got distracted by the thought of doing a video capture and dumped all the washing down, and the washing, well, there we go, the washing. Yep, yes, I folded the washing and folded the washing, did a couple of videos, and yeah, didn't pop away any of the shopping, including the ice creams, meat, milk, all that other stuff that I had purchased that should typically go straight in the fridge. So anyway, I'll be home in a minute or two, so no doubt I'll cop it from the misso. Anyway, thought you guys would be amused by that. I certainly am. So yeah.